With the release of Elden Ring comes many new builds and many different styles and ways to play, having way too many hours in Dark Souls than I know what to do with. In this video, I'll be showing you guys what build and starting class to pick that I feel would be the most fun to play so that you can try out all the new and different styles of play and mechanics that the game has to offer. Also, this video will have no spoilers in it, so you can feel free to watch without a worry. Coming up on our number 3 slot, we have the Prophet. Now, the Prophet is going to be starting with the stats you see on the screen, but the most important thing is that he will have 16 Faith and 11 Strength is his main stats to be looking at. This will set you up nicely to be a hybrid Strength and Faith hybrid. In this game, there are many new spells and Faith spells, which they call incantations, that would be a crime to miss on your first playthrough. You will be able to use heavier weapons and still have a nice blend of your Faith incantations, such as the Dragon Claw, Dragon's Roar, and a lot of different elemental spells will be available to you if you go this route, and in my opinion, it is a very fun way to play the game. You'll be having Strength and Faith combat for whatever the situation calls for, which lands it in our number 3 slot today. In our number 2 spot today, we have the Vagabond. This is the standard knight class of this game, and it provides you with a nice blend of strength and dexterity, being at 14 and 13 respectively. These stats will help to push you to make a quality build early on, which means that your strength and dexterity are at equal levels. What this allows you to do is use almost any weapon in the game. As long as it's melee oriented, you should be able to use it, and it will scale nicely off of your stats. This build will become very strong later on the more points you pump into strength and dexterity, as your weapons will scale off of both of those stats with certain infusions. Overall, this is a very strong and fun build because you'll be able to use almost anything you find in the lands between. Not to mention that this class has the highest starting health out of all the classes, so this should give you an easier time when in the starting area of the game. And here today at our number 1 spot, we have the Prisoner, my personal favorite starting class of this game. These stats that are the most prominent are his dexterity and intelligence, making him a fine choice to start with if you want to have a hybrid dexterity and intelligence based character. What this means is that you'll be able to use both your spells and your physical weapons that cater more towards dexterity interchangeably, so you can change it up for whichever the situation calls for. Now, not to spoil, but I've seen some very cool spells that are in this game that you definitely want to be able to at least try out and use, and what this build does is it allows you to capitalize off of those new spells as well as the new dexterity weapons that have been introduced in the game. The Prisoner, however, does start with a low base health, so his starting game will be a little more difficult compared to the other classes I've showed on the video. Nonetheless, playing hybrid characters will always give you the ability to have that versatility in combat, and will overall just be very fun to switch from your melee and magic spells and use them interchangeably, which gives him this number 1 spot on today's video. And those are my picks for the most fun classes that you can choose in Elden Ring. Let me know in the comments which class you guys decide to choose on. I'm definitely picking Prisoner. I saw this one spell, oh my god. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like this type of content, subscribe for more. I'm making so much on Elden Ring, like so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace, love and light.